Yo, party people, it's Ashley of SingleWomanChronicles.com, where being single is a beautiful choice rather than a miserable circumstance. And today's episode is brought to you by my books, Single Woman Chronicles and Atlanta Love Story Kinda, How to Ex Your Ex, A Guide to Getting Past Unhealthy Relationships. You can pick these books up on Amazon, Barnes & Noble website, books on Google Play, Audible, and Apple Books. All right. Today I'm going to take my time with this topic just because as I'm telling you or speaking on it, I'm like venting as well as getting through my thoughts because I've had it on my mind all weekend and I went back and forth with myself like, are we even going to, it's just me. Am I even going to talk about this? But I felt like I needed to speak on it just because I, as a Black woman, am tired. I'm tired. I get a little discouraged thinking about this. So last week, Drake and 21 Savage dropped an album. I am a Drake fan. I am also a 21 Savage fan. I have been a Drake fan since Drake had the album when he was looking into the sky. Since Best I Ever Had, since Wheelchair Jimmy. So this goes deep for me. So just hearing his line about Meg the Stallion really took me aback because like I hadn't even listened to the album. Like I was geeked because I'm like, yeah, this weekend when I'm driving around, because I had a lot of driving to do, I'm excited because I can listen to this new album. It's going to be great. And then as soon as I open up Instagram, TikTok, Twitter, everyone's in arms because they're like, really, Drake? Drake's the B word. Aubrey ain't ish. And I'm just like, what did he do? So then I heard the line about him saying that it was a double entendre, he says, about him saying that Meg basically lied about getting shot and whatever. And of course she responded and she was mad about it. And yeah. So then the next day, Protect Black Women was trending on Twitter. So I just decided to look at the comments just to see. And what was crazy was how many men were angry with Black women for being angry. I think that's the part that's confusing because we were wronged. Like, now I can't say we because it was specifically Meg Thee Stallion. I feel like she has a right to be mad. That's the part that's frustrating. That's the part that's discouraging because a Black woman was shot. I don't care what y'all think happened. She was shot. She was injured. She had to undergo surgery. And a man decided to joke about it. It's a very fresh topic. She keeps being in the media like every 3 days somebody got her name in their mouth. Like the baby just talked about how he slept with her, and then like this person now is claiming that she fake get shot. Like what she said made sense. Like, y'all keep my name out of your mouth, please. So I don't understand how people can be upset that she's upset. And of course, because Black women, we tend to be very supportive. We're going to come to our sister's side, just like we come to our brother's side when things go wrong. No one can deny how we support, we encourage, we come in and save the day. That is our trait. Like, that's just something we do. So of course, we have all of these bloggers, these news people, whatever, these influencers talking about it. But I just literally was baffled by how many men were going in on the women who were going in on Drake, and even going in on the women who were upset that Drake would say something like that, because it's kind of like, what was the reason? And I think more so like, because everyone's like, oh, y'all just sensitive, blah, 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 whatever, whatever. Did you get shot? Did you get injured? Did you have to go in surgery? Is your case still open? And then someone joked about the trauma that you experienced. I think people forget that Meg Thee Stallion is a human. Like, she's still a human. Yes, she's a celebrity. Yes, she's Meg Thee Stallion, but she's still Megan. She's still a person who lost her mom, lost her grandmother, lost her dad. Like, there's like no one in her life that's like that rock for her. And she keeps getting hit. And it's just like, wow, like, come on. And me, I get everyone's like, oh, well, he was joking, blah, 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 whatever, whatever. But my thing is like, if you aren't going to go out of your way to specifically protect Black women, can you at least try not to hurt Black women emotionally, mentally, or physically? Can you at least do that? Like, I get it. Not everyone is called to protest. Not everyone's called to, if you see a woman outside getting beat down by another dude and she Black, I ain't telling you to run up, because some folks is crazy. You can at least call the police or whatever. But what I'm saying is, like, if you won't even hold yourself to the standard of, I'm not going to hurt a Black woman, like, what are we doing? Like, it just really confuses me, because it's just sometimes you can just let that go, because it's not even worth it. Like, it's not even worth it. So the reason I entitled this is Protect Black Women Just a Theory, because sometimes it feels that way. Sometimes it feels like men, or not even just men, sometimes it feels like society only wants to protect Black women when it's convenient. Like, when it's in their face, when it's like right there, it's obvious. But when it's inconvenient, when it goes against someone who you typically like or enjoy, when someone says it, Drake, that you agree, not that you agree with the thing, but you actually like the person, you can no longer protect the Black woman. But for me, it's like, I love Drake. Like, I still do. I can't support that album, especially not first week, like, because that's just, I can't get with it. But it's like, if Protect Black Women was like a fact, it wouldn't matter. It would be an unconditional thing. But it seems like we only protect Black women when it's convenient. And that's discouraging. Now, I was thinking about how I feel like the Black community, and I could be wrong just because I'm Black, so I consume a lot of Black content. I don't really know what the other races are doing. I don't mind their business. So I don't really know. But to me, it seems like the Black race, we are the only race that bashes each other, the opposite sex. Like, you don't see white men and women bashing each other publicly. I don't know what they do privately, but publicly, you don't see that. You don't see Asian men and women bashing each other publicly. You don't see Middle Eastern men and women bashing each other publicly. So it's it's just like, what? Why do we do it? Why don't we recognize that it's happening so we can stop it? And then it's like, okay, yes, I ain't gonna sit here and lie and play in y'all face. Women bash men, Black women bash men publicly quite often. But Black men also bash Black women publicly quite often. The difference I see is, when Black men need Black women, guess who shows up? Us. But when Black women need Black men to show up publicly, to defend us publicly, depending on how we were hurt, who hurt us is going to dictate if they actually show up. So to me, protect Black women sounds good when it's convenient, but it's not always an actual fact. And that is disheartening. That is discouraging as a Black woman. Now, me, I'm very self-aware. I'm that person who believes I can't control nobody on the outside, but what I can do is control me, myself, and I. So I'm like, okay, Black women, if we know that our fellow brother may or may not show up for us, how can we protect ourselves? Now, there are many ways we can go about doing this. And in recent years, we've seen how a lot of women in general, but definitely in the Black community, how women have become more guarded and more vicious, I would say, more ruthless, more, I don't know. It's just, we aren't as nice and sweet as we used to be because we just got tired of not being supported by the fellow man. So, it's a lot of girls, it's just like, I don't care. Like, a lot of women don't want to be married no more. A lot of women don't, they want to do what the men do because they just got tired. And I get it. But for me, just because it's my heart, and this is just me personally, I don't think it's nothing wrong with however you choose to handle it, as long as at the end of the day you have peace. That's the goal. Like, as long as at the end of the day you got peace with whatever decision you make, do your thug dizzle. But it needs to lead to peace. But what I'm trying to say is, like, as Black women, like, how do we protect ourselves? And me personally, like, I can't do the whole, I'm gonna pull a you on you. I can't turn my back on Black men. The reason I can't is because I got a brother. I got Black male friends. I got Black uncles. I got a Black stepdad. Like, I love Black men. I can't turn my back on them. And I know that it's not all of them. I know that there are some Black men who are down for us, and no matter what, they showing up. Because protect Black women isn't just a theory for them. It's a fact. So I can't get down with the let's treat them like they treat us and turn our backs. Nah, I ain't going to do that. You're not going to see me do that. But what I am going to do is move in a way that's suitable for me and my peace. What I mean by that is I'm not engaging or supporting men who have proven to not support us consistently. I'm going to mind the business that pays me. So when I see certain things happen, I don't support. For a long time, I haven't supported Kanye in a long time. Like, I'm that girl, like, if I don't support the messaging, what you're doing, what you're driving, like, for real, if I don't support it with my own morality, with my own, like, how I feel, I'm not buying none of your stuff. I'm not listening to an album. Like, come on. Tory Lanez, listen, I was a fan. That was hard. That was a little tough because I was really a fan of him. So I'm not saying I'm cutting Drake off because, like, he didn't physically harm her, hit her, shoot her or anything, but I am upset, so I'm not listening to the album right now because I don't want to add to those numbers. I know I'm just me. You know, people, trolls gonna be like, oh, it's just you. Don't nobody care. You a Black bee. What? You know how these men get when they get in their feelings, they get upset. I already know somebody disgruntled son is gonna see the title of this and make a judgment and bash me. It's cool. I don't read comments most of the time. If I see it's negative, I typically skip right past it or delete it. I ain't tripping on it. But yeah, I'm just that person. Like, I don't support it. So what I'm going to do is, one, like I said, not turning my back on Black men. I'm just going to assess the Black men that I'm turning my back towards. That I'm not turning my back towards. Like, the ones that I'm facing, These are the ones I'm going where the love is. Is the love over there? Cool, I got your back. But if the love ain't over there, I don't care. We saw a great example. May this young man rest in peace. When the young guy, his white girlfriend killed him, and justice wasn't served. I think they let her off, nothing happened. And his family were calling on black women to support, but we were all like, what are you talking about? For what? He bashed black women, so what do we need to show up for? I don't get it. So, so that's what I mean, kind of like, if the love ain't over there, I can pray for you, but like, I'm not showing up rallying the troops for it. So I'm gonna leave this a sticky note for Drake, boo-boo. Like, if something go wrong in the media, or if you need some, I don't know. God works in mysterious ways. I don't know what's gonna happen. But listen, I'm looking at you with the side eye now. I'm not showing up, but whatever. But I just feel like, ladies, don't turn your hearts cold. Don't pull a them on them, because that's not all of them. Like, all of them are not like that. I know some wonderful, supportive, go hard for women, go hard for black women, black men. It's not all of them. Don't let the media let you think that. It's not true. So please don't turn your back on everybody. Like, just assess the situation, keep it moving, keep your peace. Ladies, we have to show up for each other, though. I think we do a pretty good job. There are some pick-me's who would they gonna go wherever the popularity, the attention is from the men. You know, there are just some girls like that. That's fine. That's cool. That's in all cultures. I'm not tripping. But I think we just keep doing what we're doing. Stay consistent. Continue to support women. Continue to fight the battle. Ignore who don't like it. Keep speaking up. That's why I spoke up, because honestly, I'm not a big influencer. Like, I'm considered a micro influencer, and I'm okay with that. Even as a micro influencer, you get negative comments. You get people bashing you. So I was low-key afraid to even touch this topic, because I'm like, do I want to deal with whatever possible backlash it could bring? But then I was like, girl, you're a black woman. You don't fear nobody. Fear not, for I am your God. The only one you fear is God. So like, I'ma speak on it. Point blank in a period. Yes, I'm upset by the lyrics. Yes, I believe Meg. Why would she lie about getting shot? That don't make sense. Like, it don't make sense. And Drake, like, what would it have cost you to remove that, like, lyric? Like, you knew better. Like, you knew better. I think that's the thing. Like, when you know somebody knows better, like, at this point, Drake, you playing in our face, fam. You know better. Like, I've let a lot of stuff slide that you said that's kind of like, for those listening, my face is scrunched up. Like, what? But this, yeah, I can't even rock with it. I can't even rock with it. But it's just so much going on. RP Takeoff, man, that one hit home. That one hit hard. Cause I love Migos. Like, listen, I just was listening to the Infinity Links album. That junk is good, really, really good. I was hoping that they would get back together. Hopefully this reconciles Quavo and Offset. But yeah, it's just so much going on in the world. We got our black men dying too young. We have women, possibly like women in this human trafficking thing. It's just a lot going on to be causing dissension, because dissension is natural. Like, we live in a world that is fallen, so we're going to have troubles. But it's just like, why add to it? It just don't make no sense to me. Because it's just like, if you're in that position, use it for good. Don't use it to bash or to down anyone or make anyone feel bad. It's just, and if you do it by mistake, I get it. Everybody makes mistakes. No one's perfect. But if you purposely cause a woman to feel a certain kind of way, or and then try to basically throw the rock there, hide your hand. Like, no, fam, you knew what you was doing. Like, don't try to play in our face, fam. Like, we know what's up, bro. But yeah, comment below, let me know what y'all think. Yeah, I just, and my energy is kind of low because just talking about this is again, is disheartening. Like, I don't just want it for Black women, I want it for Black men too. I want both of us to reconcile. I want all of us as a community to come together and be in unity. Like, I hate it that we're the only race that I know of that does this nonsense. We are. And it's I'm tired. I'm just tired. But y'all let me know what y'all think. Like, follow, share, subscribe. Click the subscribe button on YouTube. I should say that in the beginning, but here we are. But love y'all till next week. Bye.